Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a Foundation Friday First Impressions wear test on the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I'm so excited. I've been waiting to get my hands on this and I finally ordered it during the Sephora VIB sale. So if you want to see how it wears throughout the day and my first impressions, then sit back, relax, enjoy this video, and don't forget, like this video, subscribe below, and hit that notification bell. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Longwear Foundation retails for $44, comes in 44 shades, and has 1 ounce of product. Described as a long-lasting, weightless hybrid skincare foundation and Charlotte's secret to a flawless, poreless-looking, confident complexion. Coverage is full, finish is matte, and it's described best for normal, dry, and combination skin types. Okay, we are a little closer on my face. We're gonna dive right into this. So I picked up the Charlotte Tilbury foundation in the shade, I believe, 3 Neutral. And so what this said on the website was that I'm gonna put this on and then 5 minutes later, this is going to optimize to the final shade. Isn't that just like a fancy word for oxidizing? Like, I'm pretty sure we've just been calling foundations that dry darker oxidizing for ever. So they've decided to call it optimizing. So I'm gonna put this on my face, let it optimize for 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll see together if it's actually changed color. But let's just dive into the damn application. So I'm gonna take 1, probably 2 pumps back of my hand. You can still see my swatch from my little voiceover video a minute ago. And I'm gonna blend this out with the Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush. Any dense foundation brush is pretty much what I've been reaching for. And normally I'm holding a mirror, but right now I have this really festive mirror in front of me that I have managed to make fit underneath my camera and with my tripod. And I'm so happy because it makes it a lot easier for me to actually like stay engaged with the camera when I only have one hand that's actually doing stuff. I've also, if you're gonna be noticing, I'm just gonna make this a trend from now on. This is gonna be the foundation hat because by the time Friday rolls around and I've made videos all week, I'm kind of like, oh, do I have to get ready today? So I've just been rocking a hat at the end of the week, every week, and I have not been mad about it. Okay, so I have applied a very thin layer. Like, I still have a ton of product in the back of my hand over here. I'm just gonna grab a little mirror I have in front of me. Oh, a little hair on my face, naturally. Okay, this is looking so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so right off the bat, it has like a really light scent. It's like kind of clean, but it's super faint. I wouldn't, if you have a problem with fragrances, I don't think this will bug your skin at all. The coverage right off the bat is, I would say like a medium, like a high, medium, low full coverage. It's pretty, but you can definitely still see some of my dark spots kind of peeking through. But I mean, we'll test this and see if it can build up a little bit. But I'm gonna put this on the other half of my face and then we'll be back after 5 minutes to see if this optimizes on my skin. Okay, everybody, we're back. It's been 5 minutes, and so I'm gonna come in on the camera, see what you think first. Give a little back and forth moment. Okay, so looking at my like smaller mirror here, I don't think the color has changed that much. It's definitely dried down a little bit darker than it was like pumped out on the back of my hand. Not that big of a deal, not as dramatic as I expected. However, this has dried down so matte. Like, I am getting, it's emphasizing all my pores through here, the dryness, like around my nose, in between my forehead, just looks really bad already. Like, I don't know if you guys can see already. I just normally don't get this much dryness and texture right here, and it's just really shocking. Okay, well, I am going to try to save this, I guess. So I'm gonna apply other products that I know and love, and then I will be back with a full face of makeup on and my first impressions with everything else on top. Okay, we're back. I put the rest of my other products on, and while it looks a little bit better, I'm still not super happy with how this looks. It's still showing a lot of texture. It's still kind of looking dry, and in some areas, like around my mouth, kind of up around my hairline, it's kind of looking patchy, which is super strange because I've only been wearing this for maybe 30 minutes now. So I'm a little nervous at how this is gonna wear throughout the day, but maybe it'll start looking better. I've had foundations make huge comebacks. So if you wanna see how this ends up, then stick around for my next check-in. Okay, everybody, I'm here for my first check-in, and I'm actually super shocked. I looked in my mirror really close a second ago. I'll come closer for you guys so you guys can get a good look at the foundation. But we're about 4.5 hours in, and this is looking so good on the skin right now. I didn't really pay attention. It was looking so shitty this morning. I didn't expect anything to change, so I didn't pay attention. I've just been going about my day, and it is warmed up to my skin. It is looking so stunning. So I'm really shocked, but because it changed so dramatically, it could also go downhill super fast. So I will see you at my next check-in to see if this is still holding up. Okay, everybody, it's the end of the day. I've had this on for about 8 hours now, and I'm gonna come close so you guys can get a really close-up look at this bad boy. I have my thoughts, but let's get yours first. And so I'm just gonna cut right to the chase. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation is a pass for me. It just, I don't know, it is the most confusing foundation I've worn in a while. It was the comeback kid for a hot minute. So like 4 hours in, it started to look beautiful after a super rough start. And then at about the 6 hour mark, I've been wearing it for about 8 hours now. So at about the 6 hour mark, a couple hours ago, it just started to deteriorate. If you look up close on my face right now, it's just bunching in between my brows, super bad, which happens with a lot of foundations, but there's like degrees of settling, and this is super dramatic. My smile lines don't always crease. This has happened with only a couple foundations. The Cure Wise foundation most recently caused the same thing, and this doesn't always happen. But the emphasis on the texture of my pores and stuff, I don't really have huge pores, and this is making my skin look so much worse at this point. I just look super dry. And then the final nail in the coffin for this was the fact that when it wore off, it didn't wear off in this kind of even way. It wore off super patchy. I'm kind of patchy around my hairline. I mentioned around my mouth. I'm just overall not impressed. But if you do want to try a foundation from Charlotte Tilbury, I highly recommend the Light Wonder foundation. This is so good, beautiful on the skin, light to medium coverage. So you can build it up to like a high medium, but definitely not a full coverage foundation, but beautiful on the skin. But that brings us to the end of today's video. If you like what you saw today and you want to see more content like this, don't forget, comment below. I love to hear from you guys. Like this video, subscribe below, hit that notification bell so you can see every time I post something new. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching. I love y'all.